What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be cleaning the Nintendo NES Max Turbo controller. Yeah, I haven't posted a video in a while, and that's just because I graduated and got a new job and all that, and I'm going to try and post more, but maybe like weekly videos, but yeah, I'm kind of getting new hobbies, and I'm actually starting a video game collection, and yeah, so I'm gonna test this first and show you guys what's wrong with it. We're gonna see if we can fix it. So yeah. So right here I have NES controller that I have taken apart and cleaned, every little piece of it, and then right here we have the turbo controller, and right here we have the good old NES. So right now I have Punch Out in there. I also have it's an off-brand Nintendo cartridge for the NES, called Solitaire by American Video Entertainment. And the weird thing about it is that this is a licensed Nintendo game. As you can see, licensed by Nintendo, official Nintendo seal of quality. And it's in really good condition. It's really good condition too. There's like no dirt marks or anything on it. Like, it's been preserved really well. But as you can tell, like, they've got these two things right here where you kind of like when I first saw these, like, I push right here usually. Like, that's usually where I push to put it into the game system. But for some reason, this one, and I think a bunch of other games, have this on here. It says press here, which is kind of odd because, you know, I usually thought that you like press here or something, because when you put it in the system, oh, take that off. When you put it in the system, you know, it goes in, you push it in, and, you know, it looks kind of awkward, like pushing from right here, and then there's this little space right here. You just, you know, it makes sense to me for some reason to, you know, like push right here, you know, but yeah. So I just wanted to, I don't know, just say that. But we're gonna go ahead and test we're going to compare it to the, you know, a regular NES controller that actually works, because there is something wrong with this one. We're going to try and fix it. So as you can see here, we have Punch Out, and you can see these lines on here. I think what that means is that the system needs to be, like, the actual console needs to be clean, like the things and stuff, because I know those lines are not supposed to be there, you know, but everything else is still popping up. So we're gonna unravel this, plug it in, and I'll show you the differences. Alright, so here we are. We have the regular NES controller plugged in. We're gonna, yeah, so basically you got this, you know, it works. Like, if I put this down, okay, so get the thing started, you know, A and B works pretty well. So there's B, there's A, you know, then you got the left and then the right, you know, and then you know, so let's try it. Oh, I'm trying to do this with one hand, so, you know, oh, I am not doing too good with one hand. Oh God. Okay. Yeah, so basically, yeah, that's how it works pretty well. Okay, so here we got the turbo controllers plugged in. So let's go ahead and turn it on. Let me show you. So same screen pops up. You know, we're gonna click start. So the start button works, right? You know, so start. And so I don't know. It's gonna be kind of hard, but you know, this is like the joystick. So let me show you what he does when I move the joystick. See, it's very delayed. You know, the buttons work fine. There's the turbo. Oh, did I just knock him out with one hit? What? Wait, hold up. What if I just... Okay, yeah, obviously. So then you got select. Select does nothing. You know, I actually... Okay, let me turn this off. So when I got this thing did not work at all. But now for some reason with this game it works. But you know, it's a good controller. I don't know how I feel about the I wouldn't even consider this a joystick. It's like a D-pad with a I don't even know, like, and you have to, it doesn't automatically, like, you have to force push it over for it to click, you know, input which button you want, and it's kind of annoying, you know, like, because you might be playing it, you might be roughing it, you might break it, you know. So yeah, we're gonna go upstairs and we're gonna clean this and then see how it turns out. All right, so here we are. Got the controller up here. I'm using this little ice maker for the screws. I got my screwdriver, toothbrush. Literally couldn't find any other, you know, and I forgot what they're called. Yeah, that happens sometimes. Q-tips, yes. Got some ice for, however you say it, alcohol, because I'm stupid. You know, we got this. So I also need to get a pot of water, but you know, I can do that. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and take this apart. Okay, so now that we've gotten the screws out, we're gonna go ahead and open this up. Take a look at it. I've never seen inside this kind of controller before. So yeah, so here we go. See how dirty it is. Yeah, it could use some work on those edges right there, but you know, other than that, it looks pretty good, except for the little bit of yellowing that's going on. Okay, so now I got both my hands, so we're gonna go ahead and there it is. That's the motherboard of the turbo controller. I think I'm gonna leave the cord. It's a little tangled right there, but that's just how it's been. I actually think you put it over here. So, okay, so now we're to the buttons. So here's this. Goes like that. Yeah. So there's that. Take out the okay, so after looking at this, I don't really still see, like, if you look at it, it's just this side, and then there's like nothing pressing down on this side. So I think what it does is on this back right here, like if we're pushing it down, like it goes down. So I think this side right here will push down, and that's what pushes the buttons. So here are the buttons. There we go. There's that one. So weird, but we got it taken apart. These are the start and select buttons, as you can see. So the one, and then the buttons, which is really weird, but each of them, one's a circle and one's a square, which really doesn't, you know, I don't know. This controller actually doesn't look that bad. I think all we need to do is just clean these. I think we should be good. Maybe put a little bit of alcohol on it, but I think other than that, we're good, so. So here we are. We got the pot of soapy water, got the toothbrush, and we've got these bad boys. So you can obviously tell when it's in the light. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's yellowing like right on the edges. You can just tell that it's yellowing where the buttons are. You know, yeah, you see it right there. That's kind of where it's yellowing, or that may just be like all the stuff on there. I don't know, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead and clean these. So time lapse. All right, so now that that is done, they look really clean now. As you can see, all the gunk has went away on both controllers. They look pretty good now. You know, just no those on the side, none of those on the button. Pretty clean. Actually, they're really, really clean now that I used a toothbrush. So, yeah. Yeah, so now we're going to clean the motherboard. So let's get to that. All right, so here's the motherboard, and here's our Q-tip with the alcohol on it. So what you want to do is you want to see some dirty spots. Go ahead and clean those. Try not to touch these things because the fibers on these will get like entangled on those. Yeah, and it's not fun to try and get those off. Just, you can see those dirt marks everywhere, you know, just trying to get that all cleaned up. You can tell it's getting a little dirty too. So there is dirt. I'm not just exaggerating, you know. So, some dirt right there. And now these things, these are what presses the button, these little black things, and they're actually, it's hard to explain, but if you rub this with alcohol on those, like for a long, you don't want to do that. So you just want to get the contacts a little wet, you know, kind of clean them to where you can see in between them. Now if it's really dirty, like if you have like a really dirty controller, not just like a turbo NES controller, like any kind of old like NES controller, like, yeah, you want to be careful with that. You don't want to do it for too long, just to where you can see those lines. And this one's actually pretty good, but I'm still just gonna clean it and make sure that, you know, all the contacts work, you know. So yeah. So now that that's done, we can go ahead and put back together the turbo controller. All right, so now that we've gotten it back in there, all the pieces, we're gonna go ahead and screw it back together. We're gonna try it out. All right, so now that we have all of that done, we have it back together, you know, have it all back together. All the buttons work fine, feel nice. Now it's time to see if we messed anything up, and the TV just turned off. Time to see if we messed anything up. Hoping I didn't, because if I'm right, I'm right. I've done this before, like I said, with that controller. You know, it's pretty much the same thing. So yeah, so we're gonna turn it on. Okay, so here we are. So let's go ahead and click start. Start again. Oh god, that looks that looks terrible with those lines. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that thing really needs it. You can actually see the yellowing on this, like that's clear. And it just went away. So yeah, buttons work fine. Start. Yeah. So oh yeah, they work. Let's try and block. Yeah, so it works a lot better now, actually. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off. So yeah, yeah, it works pretty good now. It's pretty clean too, which is always a nice advantage. The cord though, it's got like a little, I don't know what that, it looks like a little bite out of it, but it's always pretty tangled, and I don't like the way it like goes that way, it like sits down. You know, it's supposed to go out, you know, not just curve back around. So yeah, but other than that, it's a great controller. I definitely recommend it. Yeah. Thanks guys for watching this video of me cleaning the turbo controller. If you like to see more of this, there is more coming soon. Yeah, so had a lot of fun cleaning this. Also had a lot of fun cleaning this thing. I might clean another one in another video, because I have, including that one, I have 4 controllers that 3 of them need cleaning. That one I already cleaned. Because I got 3 controllers with the console. So yeah, so I might clean all 3. And we also have this thing, the Quick Shot. I always love it. Just you move it, it clicks. You press this top button, it clicks. You press this back button, it clicks. It's really cool. And then it's got the off, on, auto fire, and then it's got the select and start button on here, you know, so you can actually play the game when it's plugged in, because it actually goes into the controller port for the NES. You know, so have those. I actually have a pair of zappers upstairs. I have 2 of them. We might take those apart and clean them. You never know. So yeah, thanks for watching this video. If you like more, go ahead and like and subscribe. Leave a comment of what your favorite part of the video was, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.